This video is going to be quite ASMR for all you aficionados out there. This is why we are called Raincouver. Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state then nearly 14 billion years ago. Expansion started, wait. Earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools. We built a wall, built the pyramids. Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery. All started with a big bang. I know the Game of Thrones finale was last night, but I never really jumped onto that cultural phenomenon. I watched the first episode of Game of Thrones, and while I'll admit that there was some intrigue there, there was never enough to keep me going long term. Big Bang Theory, however, appealed to me much more because I myself am what you would consider somewhat of a science nerd. My undergraduate was in electrical engineering, and I'm sad and sorry to report that even with that science pedigree, a lot of what they mentioned in that show was whew, but I understood enough to find it funny. Actually, in some ways, the ending of The Big Bang Theory has coincided with a lot of reflection for me. That show started 12 years ago when I was thinking that something had to change, but still coming to terms with what that direction would look like. Then I was gifted with an injury that changed my entire outlook and has gifted me with the life that I have now. I honestly wish that people could come to terms with themselves without having to go through that level of suffering and hardship. But unfortunately, almost everyone I've met and all of the research I've done has suggested that this life has its suffering, and the only way to mine that suffering for good is to actually take that experience and turn it into something good for yourself. To think that you can just avoid it is a fool's errand. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. a cheap fuck for me to lay something six upon my hay, a part of my hay, a part of my hay while I burn. Part of my hay while I burn. Part of my hay while I burn. Rise above the flames. Pardon me, don't ever be the same. Don't ever be the same. I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. Who are you to wave your finger? Yeah, it must have been out of your head. Eyeballs deep in bloody water. Yeah, practically raised the dead. Between supposed brothers, between supposed lovers, I know the pieces fit. 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 When it comes to changing, change is a continual process too. I would say my major beginning was 12 years ago, but I've consistently changed a lot. And right now, I'm going through probably my biggest value shift since 12 years ago. When I look back at these makeup-free Mondays, I think I've been chronicling in bits and pieces how this has gone on. I've also surprised myself with how long the process has taken. But in some ways, the reason why I've been able to keep a straight head during this entire process is because I'm allowing whatever's happening to happen. Rushing does yourself a great disservice. Rushing to feel happy again or feel whatever manufactured feelings you think you should feel. Just allow yourself to develop the values that make sense to you at this point. For example, after traveling through 93 UN countries and all 7 continents, I've just begun to realize how much I love interacting with animals. You would have thought if I know myself well, I should have known that way before I begin traveling, but this is something that's honestly only just come to fruition for me. Part of how I was able to figure that out was watching my own YouTube channel. Because I've made a conscious decision that the YouTube channel is an art project and a reflection of myself, then I was basically watching, in some ways, my subconscious play out right in front of my eyes. And I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Now, even if it makes a lot of sense that this is what I value and what I might be working towards more when I travel, I still have to take time to think, okay, is this the number one value, or is something else the number one value? A natural question I've been asked is, because of my age, normally people are rushing off to pair bond and start families. I know since I was 12 that that's completely other people's game in life. I have a different game. But that also being said, as a scientist, I'm open enough to test the hypotheses instead of just doubling down on hypotheses from childhood. I test them regularly. I actually tested it quite significantly last year during my life-changing trip, 7 months long, 4 of which I spent bush camping in Africa. An ASMR series will come out related to that experience. And in creating this, I've realized that I've tested my lack of want for the traditional marriage and children structure significantly from every possible angle. I'm satisfied with the conclusion, and I think I'm ready to once again definitively close the chapter on that. I've been told, thou doth protest too much. And sometimes that makes sense for certain people, but when you want declarative statements about yourself, you owe it to yourself to truly test it like a scientific experiment. Now, I have always been comfortable saying how I feel about that aspect of life. Many, especially women, have approached me to ask, how can I be so sure? The reason I can be so sure is because I fucking tested it. And the reason why some people are still questioning is because they never take the time, or maybe they're too scared to test out hypotheses about themselves. Just test it out. You'll learn a lot. And that part is nothing that I can tell you through the screen or anyone in person can tell you to do. You can only know if you test yourself. And it has to be you testing yourself, okay? As much as you listen to Sam Harris or Jordan Peterson or Brett, Eric Weinstein, any of the nowadays luminaries, Jocko Willink, anyone, they're going to give you pieces of knowledge that will help you design tests and experiments for yourself. But they will not give you the answer for your own life, because only you can do that. No one else can. No God, fake God, I'm atheist, fake God, anything to discover this on your own. And that is both a gift and a curse to know. That means you're more responsible than you think. Or I should say, you're more responsible in different ways than you think. Slam you with a smile, cut you like you want me to, cut that little child inside of me and such a part of you. Oh, the years that burn. Oh, the years that burn. I used to be a little boy, so old in my shoes. I should take, what is it, throat and tube singing lessons from Sheldon Cooper. I've been watching a lot of old clips of that show. Hey baby, hey. I kind of always up your ex-girlfriend. Hey baby, hey. I'm just a girl. You see the colors in me like no one else. And honey, your dark glasses, you're something else. You really love me. Underneath it, I'll take this pink ribbon off my eyes. You want to love me. Underneath it all, I'm exposed and it's no big surprise. I'm just a girl. That's all that you'll let me be. Strings go dead like Danny in Game of Thrones. And I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. You got the right stuff, ooh baby. Step by step, gonna make you my girl, my girl, my. Is it too late now to say sorry? If I was your boyfriend, I'll never let you go. I can take you places you ain't ever been before. So say hello to falsetto in 3, 2. I'd like to be everything you want. Hey girl, let me talk to you. If I was your boyfriend, I can't feel my face when I'm with you. If I was your boyfriend, I better find your loving. If I was your boyfriend, I better find your home. If I was your boyfriend, I better find your loving. If I was your boyfriend. When, oh, when nothing's gonna tear us apart, 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 apart. Part of me, apart, apart, and part of me, wanna burn. To end off, some people have asked me for set lists. I do that, but every single time I play, everything is completely different. I will throw in songs that I only just thought of in the moment for the first time in 5 years or 10 years, and that's been a lot of fun for me. This Makeup Free Monday format has been a way for me to just fucking throw whatever I want at the wall. Throw my feces on the wall like a primate, like a monkey, like Amy Farrah Fowler's monkeys, and then just see what shit actually smells good. Sometimes it ends up smelling good. Actually, a lot of the time I end up enjoying the smell of my own shit. In that sense, metaphorically. Over the weekends, I watched Rick Astley join the Foo Fighters on stage, and this is what they say: never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn around and desert you, never gonna, you've just been, never gonna, you've just been fucking Rick rolled. In my eyes, indisposed, in disguises no one knows, like wholesome, won't you come and wash away the rain, black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the to see her. I will stagger back again, stagger back again, stagger. She lies and says she's in love with him, can't find a better man. She dreams in color, she dreams in red, can't find a better man. Ain't find a way to kill me yet. Fade my eye. They come to snap the eyes burned with stinging sweat. Then they sew them shut. Seems every path leads me to Jesus Christ. I am maker. It's okay. Had a bad day. Think it's funny, well, you're drowning in it too. Every day something hits me, oh so cold. You find me sitting by myself, no excuses that I know. We'll end off with another tribute, just because I love the show so much. Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state then nearly 14 billion years ago. Expansion started. Wait. The earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals walls, developed tools. We built the wall, we built the pyramids. Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with the big